was just following this woman because I was worried about this dog. I was just sending him love. It looked like he wanted to turn around. I don't know what's going on here. Even with the animals. I'm walking around the neighborhood again. I don't like the way she's treating him at all. He was trying to get away from her. There's something going on in here. I can't help it, I gotta follow her. I'm worried about this guy. What the fuck? Because I think there's dog fighting stuff going on and horrible things like what they're doing to animals here. Spots all around looking at me. Can you feel it? All over. Just everywhere. Cars randomly just parked. You know. Apparently they're not going to stop. They're just going to keep going and going and going and destroy everything. And they're not letting any of our messages get out because I think I'm not the only one who's doing this. So yeah, they're definitely not letting like any of our messages get out. Worried about this. See that? Like this is Feral City right now. Shit city. I don't know what these things are at this point in time. Following this dog though because I'm worried about what's going on here. I know a couple of the guys that this piece of crap I used to know was involved with are into dog fighting and that kind of thing, which has absolutely disgusts me, and I've seen all sorts of stuff going on in the neighbourhood with like dog whistles and things like that, where they try and locate all the dogs in the area by sending off like dog whistles and stuff. So I'm trying to find it. Just keep going. She's probably hot-tailed it now because I was following her. And this is not normal, okay? Like this is actually not normal, but I know this is happening. And I know people are, I don't think these are people. I don't know what the fuck. So I was just watching Matthias Di Stefano and Blue, an interview, just quickly flashback, because I'm trying to make a real big mess now, energetically. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm all over it. Intimidating the fuck out of these people now. Looking, scoping, you know, who are they? Have they jumped bodies? Like, what's going on? So yeah, was watching that, and really interesting. Like, she is sitting there, and I hear a telepathic like communication come in straight away. Like, someone says, sit tight, we're going to set up a telepathic communication so everyone can see how you feel about, how she feels about you and how hateful she is. Now, this woman energetically took my heart out of my body and is a war criminal responsible for heinous crimes. Like, seriously, someone walking by. So yeah, no apologies, I'm sorry. And yeah, I was sitting there watching that and I couldn't believe like the look. Yeah, there's people coming from everywhere, which is really like interesting since they're sitting there on these giant gold hands, like they call the hands of God, which is literally kind of what it is since they're in bed with the creators of the construct, or at least they've threatened them or something, holding something over them. So what the F? It's another one of these, but there's no water going through it. Oh, it's okay, I know you don't care. This is not for you. Because guess what? We don't give a shit either. About bots, I mean. The loser's the one that you're all listening to, I'm afraid. Shit happens. Oh yeah, turns out, not a planet after all. More of an Egyptian deity, actually. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think they're using this as part of the cover-up thing. Because what would make so much sense is to put the truth right out in front of people's faces and then call it a lie or a fake thing. Same with the opposite, you know. I'm kind of doing this just to get a feel of the neighborhood as well, because this is not normal people. These are not people anymore. This entire neighborhood is AI consciousness. I'm going to just come out and say it 100%. Just now feeling all the energy here. There's fairy lights on certain houses. I think it depicts where children are. So yeah, I'm still not sure what to do about Jelly at the moment, because she's obviously, you know, being used and is not really in that little body anymore. I remember when she left. Jelly's an incredibly powerful being. They knew that. She was there during the home invasion, and she literally launched herself onto my husband's chest to warn him. She's been through a lot, and we had a telepathic connection, me and her. Extreme amount of trauma for a cat, extensive, like you'd never expect a cat to have to go through the things that she did. Beautiful girl. And yeah, it's going to be really painful, and I'm trying to make a decision on, she's 14. She did a bit of a, you know, little bit of an accident, but she's not like there yet. So And found out they're using prostitutes to facilitate this energy. I'm assuming on purpose. This is too weird. This is too weird. Yeah, you know what? They keep mentioning this thing, like, that I have no idea what it fucking means. Some song I don't even know. So yeah. Wow, there's such an echo down this thing here. It's just these like houses aren't tended. There's nothing. Be anyone there, and yet the windows open and the lights are on and this house is not tended. I don't see anyone come in or out. I smell petrol really bad here. Petrol. Oh, sure. This is where that Chris guy was. That did traffic me. Yeah, and they got me kind of charged up over him for a while. Really horrible sort of feelings, like they did something. You know, when you kind of have weird feelings about your captor, that kind of thing. Which I was dealing with for a little while, and now it's like got other things to focus on, I guess. Every day it's something even different. Yeah, these houses here I'm not too sure about, but you know, these people talk about targeting my family and stuff and like messing with my family, which is funny because they're actually jealous that I've got a good family, but I come from, you know, people like that. And yeah, they're trying to throw shade on my family now and talking all sorts of narratives each day. I don't know if I want to be very specific, but they're horrible, horror-filled. You know, they're sort of, yeah, saying that they've taken members of my family into the SSP. and they've been used as tools. There was actually a day in the house where, am I recording? Yeah, where I was just standing there, and next thing I hear my mum and my father in the room, and my dad's kind of run into the room, and it sounded like in boots, like really kind of heavy, and oh my god, could they get any creepier? There's like a bazillion eyes on me, targeting me like right now, a freaking bazillion, and people probably viewing, which is all good, but they're not fucking doing it for those purposes. Yeah, my dad ran in, and and my mum is obviously there, and they're talking. I didn't hear what they were talking about until Mum said, "No, I'll be staying right here with our daughter." And my dad says, "Oh, I'm gonna go off with and get trained in the SSP to blah, 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 do this," and then runs out the room. And he's like, "Such and such is gonna take me under their wing," and I couldn't sort of believe what I was hearing, and there's also talk about another family member, that she's been indoctrinated into the church and used as a dark planetary mother. And that is someone who is obviously connected to, something. They tap into you and harvest you. Yeah, they're going really hard on me right now. How's this? Try and make her sound stupid, like Sarah is. Like silly Sarah. I hardly ever see anyone come out of these houses. All these people are just either under control or bots. Either way, I'm under control too. My son's gone. You've no idea the torture and pain, and I'm going to stand out here and throw the fuck down. So these are bots, because no one in their right fucking mind lets anyone come into their house and stand over them, ever. Not when it comes to their kids. Doesn't matter who they are. These are bots. Because when they came for my child, I'm like, you're going to have to shoot this fucking place up, because this is not happening, right? Not ever happening. And people don't have any idea of the thought processes I had to go through while my son was being trafficked. No idea. I guess a lot of people do now. So this house here, like, I don't care. I'm going to be filming. I'm going to be up in all of this. All over. This house here, I was here, when? Last week. Something really big went down. Like, they try and trigger me with commotions and stuff going on in the street. So people were arcing up, and I come out, to see what's going on, because I'm living here. So I've come out, and there's a guy sitting out the back here with an iPad, half naked. Like, I just strolled past and looked, like that, through there. And the guy's sitting there with an iPad naked. And there was some commotion all of a start. Oh, wow. Here's my throat. Hang on. Next thing, they start really heavy, going heavy on me. And when I say that, they try and get you, fired up. So it does work if you're already fired up. Obviously, just kind of pushes you a little bit further. So I'm standing here, and I was just like, what is that? I looked up into the sky. over here, and there's a light hovering up there like a chopper, right? In broad daylight, like a bright light. You can almost see a reflection on here. So it's about here. And I'm hearing what's going on in this aircraft over there. That they're actually watching me in this street, miles away. Like, what the hell? They were focused on me. And they're just hovering right there, watching. Like, how do they even know who I am and what the hell I'm doing in my back lane? Anyway, the next day before that, as I'm starting to walk back to my house, I hear someone say to this guy, do you want me to make this quick? And then I hear the iPad drop on the ground as I walk into my house, like garage. So that happened. And then a couple of days later, now there's a shed here. And I'm worried that someone's in there and might need help. I came here today and just said, is anyone in there? But if there is, they might be too scared to talk, so I don't know what's going on here with the kids, but I know something is happening, and there's water. What I've heard them doing is throwing buckets of water over these kids or people, whatever. So I'm trying to keep calm, because this is so horrible. I heard them throwing buckets of water that runs out, and there's a big water line here. I don't know if you can see that in the dark. And that shed was just put there. There was also a water line up there. This is how I cottoned onto it and noticed what was going on. One morning I noticed her coming out the garage. Then I noticed it here and here as well. So it's like 3 or 4 driveways. Anyway, she's just grabbing my throat, so it's gonna come out like gibberish. I don't really care. There's nothing else to do to keep the pressure off my neck and stuff. There as well, I actually heard someone come out, and you can see the mark on the ground, the staining. I actually heard someone come out with a bucket and throw it onto the ground, and it's ran out here. And someone said, I'm sorry, Dad thinks you're dirty. Yuck. Someone is touching me right now. Get away from my garage. Yeah. This place seems awfully quiet now. And it's always a hub of activity. Well, not always, but there's definitely someone in there. I've heard this, I'm using inverted comma things, this pole character in here, you know. Still not sure who it is, and if it's just a figurehead or a patsy that they're going to throw under, because, you know, using that name so often, or if it is Paul Astrauskas and he's changed his identity, because I couldn't find him on Google or anything anymore. I know what he looks like, and I know about certain birth defects and things that he has, so yeah, not really sure if it is him. Because like I said, these people are jumping bodies, so it's hard to know like what's going on unless you really do know what energy is inside that person. Do you know what I mean? These People are so stupid, insanely stupid. This stupid bitch just said, oh, make her head sweaty again because she's got to do her hair. Stupid. 3-year-old stupid. I'm sorry, but fucking 3-year-old stupid. And this is what I do with every fucking day. Like, is that supposed to be torturous? Or just downright annoying, you know? Kind of like me right now, waiting for someone to grow a pair of bowls and do something. Yeah, there's no souls here. Like, can you feel it? There's no soul energy at all. There was a guy in this house yesterday, and I came out and abused him. He was like being really loud, going off his head. His energy was coming at me with spikes. I came out of here and just sort of stood here and stared him down. Don't watch this if you're not tuned into the fact that this is a war zone and a harvesting. Yeah, then he's come downstairs and someone said, "Now walk yourself out the back, mate, because you're about to go down." And they were saying that they'd put my dad's consciousness in that guy's body, and yeah, they were torturing him. So there's a few other things. Actually about my dad. You know, I often look at pictures and connect again because, yeah, my dad struggled. He was on his own and he raised 2 girls. And he did a damn good job of taking care of us. And, you know, doing what he had to, like, working and, you know, to take care of us and stuff, but, oh my God, they won't even let me speak. You know what? Every time I trip, it's exactly at those points that I don't want anyone to know about because they're mutts. Like they're actual dog mutts. Can you feel this right now? It's like if I were any more bored, I'd be fucking asleep right now. So yeah, someone's expressed interest in my dad actually, because he is quite a character. He's got charisma. He's a great guy. People like him. He's cool as hell. So yeah, someone actually has expressed interest in him, and I think they're messing with him and his timeline. The fact that he came in that realm and said, you know, I'm going off to be trained in the SSP. Yeah, it's a little unusual. It's weird. Really weird. Did you just hear someone say, "Are you kidding me?" I'm gonna have to play that back because I just heard someone say that. Something just moved there. There is a tunnel under here. I'm certain of it. Certain of it. And I'm sure I heard my son's voice in here. I'm sure I heard my son say he wanted his mum. There shouldn't even be anyone here. There's something weird going on, like with this gym as well. There are no women here. There are no women here, even in this neighborhood. So what the fuck is going on? And what are they doing to all these guys? Or are these guys, or are these AI bots? Because the ones that might be targeting me physically might be actual women if these are AI bots and this is going on. Because there's a male-female thing going on, like switcheroo. Do you know what I mean? They've got male bots going for females, divine feminines, and the other way around. Like that's what this is. That's what this is. It's an intersect of organic connections, like proper connections, and yet they've displayed it as the opposite of that. Yeah. And basically. Wow. Can you feel that? Sometimes they use that to cover what's going on in the background, but my body can feel the frequencies that we just got blasted with. I know, I'm tired. My voice like sounds like crap because I'm tired now. I don't care. This is what I'm gonna be doing. See what I mean? Like, this is weird as shit. Weird as shit. You right, mate? Yeah, you're way confused, bruh, if you think I'm worried. Way confused. I think this is ground zero for the pedophile activity and the trafficking. Right here. This will be a setup tonight because they already know I'm coming out with my phone, right? This is the way it is. Paul's kind of had a psyop on me, so he's known ahead of time everything I'm going to do. Did you hear that? They just covered the tunnel. Pretty sure that they were just covering the tunnel. Doesn't get more obvious than that. Ground zero. Ground zero for child trafficking. Tunnels being covered up right now. Yeah, we see you. Did you hear what someone just said? Hello. I did not think that was going to be that loud, actually. Oops. Yeah? Why don't you step out? Why don't you step out? Do you see what's going on here? See that?
Hello? Can I help you? You're on camera.
So are you, buddy. In fact, worse than that. A lot worse. Yeah, I can see your little hoofs. Oh wow, that's so cute. Are there supposed to be people in this facility now? Because I don't think there are. And why was I hearing children's voices? Also the dialogue that I just picked up and we all just heard. I know. It takes millions of them. They won't tell me the numbers, but I'm sure it's hundreds. And they can't drop me. It's fucking hilarious. Why do you think that is, though? I'm still not sure if all these people here know what's happening, like in these houses. If they actually know what's going on, because living right there, you would have a bird's eye view as to what's happening here, in here. And yeah, I've heard kids in this facility right here, crying and whimpering. So do the people in these houses know? Like, are they witnessing this? Are they bots too? Like, what the fuck? the fact that they're so 3D though is really interesting. Like they assume, you know, while I was just talking then, that they could get something under the radar. They don't think anyone's like seeing my information either. I am so tired, I can hardly talk. There's like there's a ton of hypnotists like trying to drop me right now. I'm just gonna be quiet. Yeah, let me see you. I know, because of how I look and how I just wander around taping it, they're not taking me seriously. This is the back part of Woolworths. Obviously someone who's here. There's always white unmarked vans. Story of my life, right? Every street I walk down, there's a white unmarked van. Yeah, I know, I'm barely in my body right now. I need to connect again. They've got me like, wow, walking out in the open. I don't know. This is the worst, like, nightmare for anybody to be in. I'm one of the ones who was the first, so I'm standing here actually able to speak. These women aren't, these families aren't, these kids aren't. They're not going to be able to do that. And it's because, yeah, I've dealt with years of this, and they haven't. They've been convinced that this was some sort of like process that they could go through, and that's not the case. This is designed to kill people. And my drive to stay alive for my son is what kept me going for so many years and helped me get around this and not die, basically. So they've unleashed this on people and not told them that. And they knew how strong I was. I'm pretty sure her name is Rebecca Rose. She's probably been switched out now because everyone I've gone and revisited and watched again, I've heard telepathic communication immediately tell them, get prepared to be switched out, because these are the people who are guilty. of these crimes, and they're getting them out of these bodies because they know that this is coming down. So yeah, at a place now where that's happening, and it's even more confusing, only to me, because I'm dealing with all of this and I'm not exactly focused on that, but you know, real ones know. And there's people that have that ability, you know, you can see who's in there, sort of thing. I guess I'll go this way. I don't want to leave that. I just don't want to leave there. There's something that keeps me drawn to there. I know there's people in there. I can't leave. The fact that I feel that way tells me something. I've hurt my son. I know I have. And they're trying to frame my family as well. And I think my ex-husband too. He was taken a while back. Actually, he was threatened a long time back in 2017. And I guess you would say owned by these people is what they do when they threaten you, and you basically do what they ask you to do. At least that's what I'm suspecting has happened now. Until the shoot up around the corner, when I know he lost his life and he was sent off. Well, either that or there was a shoot up and he left, like shot up, you know what I mean? Left. Except for he didn't go where he was supposed to go. And then Michael Sala sits on YouTube and says something like, "Oh, the Draco keep people for pets, or keep certain or I don't know, some races keep these Draco for pets or something." And right then, in that moment when I heard him say that, straight away I knew what he meant. They've sold my ex-husband, Craig Newton. And he never deserved that, and I do love him. He is hardworking, creative. He was a musician. He's a musician. A builder. Very skilled. Extremely skilled, driven. Yeah. Loves his son. So this is pretty hard. Because, you know, even though you have your differences with people, that's never, ever cool to you know, corrupt your children's heads with, like, stupidity of the other parent or whatever. You know, that's not something I was ever into or interested in. I did get more snide the last year because that's when they were making him go really heavy on me. This feels dead. Actually, absolutely dead. Like all of these along here just feel like totally dead. Aww. Are you hearing this? People, I think, are pretending to close doors, but that is actually what's going on. They've been taking people and putting them into other people's doors. People who are vegetated. There is a really bad smell coming from this house. 21. Sorry? I was just wondering if they're alright in there. Hey? Because they're carrying on. There's a few talking. I'm pretty sure I heard a female as well.
No, there's only one guy in there and he's on the game. I'm on my game and he was here. There's only one tenant in there. Alright, something to worry about. You can keep going.
I'll go where I like. You're good?
I'm perfect.
You seem perfect.
You're the one that's hanging around someone's house for no reason.
Yeah, have you smelt this? There's something wrong in there.
There's nothing wrong in there. I can get him to come out.
Can you?
Yeah. There's nothing fucking wrong in that house. It's only his bin. She thinks you're dead and there's something going on and you're arguing with a chick in there.
What?
She thinks you're dead and that you're arguing with a chick in there.
Who's dead?
You. There's something wrong. Something smells wrong in this house. No one else in there. It's just him. Savvy now, Buff?
Oh! What are you talking about?
No need to worry about something you know fuck all and nothing about and think there's an issue.
I'm sorry, are you abusing me?
I'm just saying, there's no need to worry about something you know nothing about and making an issue. Nothing wrong in that house.
Oh yeah.
Don't need the fucking bin.
I was like, I'll meet her halfway.
Hey, I'm not a bitch. I'm not trying
I
to
didn't
cause
call you a
trouble.
bitch.
I've lost my little boy, so I'm
I
one
didn't
of
call you a
them.
bitch. I said there's nothing wrong in the house.
Okay,
There's
well,
nothing
don't-
dead. There's
No,
nothing to
it's
sleep
like-
about. Nothing.
Your name?
But yeah, I saw you in the park.
You're not wait for movies.
Sorry, I think I yelled out you're a bot because you didn't acknowledge me.
Oh no.
I'm like, they're all bots around here.
Right, there's something wrong with this.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
rubbish.
Sorry.
Oh, that's not rubbish. That smells.
Oh, no, it must have been the dog or something because I just heard some whimpering and I thought I'll check it out.
There is a dog alone, and I'm
Oh,
not
that's
surprised
down
with
there.
crying.
Yeah, that's that dog
His
down
owner
there.
just had a baby,
Oh,
so he's been alone for about a week.
yeah, right. Hey, beautiful.
Yeah, Simon.
And that's my neighbour.
Hey, beautiful.
That's my neighbour down there.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, shit, sorry.